I didn't find.
I'm sorry, can you repeat, please?
I didn't find.
You didn't find what?
No, I am.
Oh, there you go. Please share.
Okay, I wrote. Taking this Cenni course is the greatest thing that I have done because I enjoy it. If I hadn't taken this opportunity, I wouldn't have learned more. If I hadn't decided to prepare myself for getting a certification, I wouldn't study by myself because I think that I need to review some grammar and vocabulary. If I had passed this chance, I wouldn't share time with my classmates and the teacher, and I would have boring time trying to study by myself. If I had passed this chance, if I had passed this chance, I wouldn't share time with the teacher. I told you. I am convinced that is one of the best decisions that I have made, and I hope to get a good level in the certification.
Awesome, Rocio. That was a little long. But I want to talk to you about a couple of sentences. A couple of sentences. You said if you hadn't taken the course, you wouldn't have studied.
By myself.
Is that what you have? Because you didn't mention have.
I wrote, if I,
Is the second part. The
if
second
I
condition.
hadn't decided to prepare myself for getting a certification, I wouldn't have studied.
I wouldn't have, that's correct. But it's not
myself.
forgetting.
Okay.
If I hadn't decided to prepare myself
To prepare
for
getting.
No, not forgetting. For a certification.
Okay.
So not getting. So for a certification.
I wouldn't have studied.
I wouldn't have studied, yes. And you did it again, but I can't remember which one. So check the result. You missed a couple of halves.
Okay, another one. Okay.
Yeah, you missed another one. Check it. Let me see which one.
Okay. If I had passed this opportunity, I wouldn't share time with my
I wouldn't
class.
have.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't have shared. Time with my classmates, and I would have had a boring time trying to study by myself.
Yes. Now there is the only situation is that this context that you're using is not in the past. That's in the present.
Okay, the last one.
Everything. Save it. We're going to use it for the next lesson, okay?
Okay.
Save it. We're going to check that in the next lesson. All right. Hello, guys. Xochitl, Vero, Laura, Saulo, how are you?
Hi, teacher. Hi, classmates.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Me, teacher.
Go right ahead, Vero.
Okay, mine says, starting this job is one of the biggest opportunities I ever had. If I hadn't taken this job, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet new friends, new places, new experiences. That's all.
Very nice, Laura. Vero, thank you. Thank you, Vero. It was short, but it was concise.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody else?
AI, teacher?
Yeah, go right ahead, Xochitl.
Thank you. I'm afraid.
Don't worry.
Thank you. I don't know what is the better thing that is happening to me. Maybe the better is almost to occur. But studied political science was a really good experience because I knew what a responsible person can be and discover that I can do a good job. If I had not took the risk, maybe I wouldn't knew many topics that I love and I wouldn't discover parts about myself.
All right, you have a good storyline, but we need to correct some things.
Okay.
Yeah? Yes, all right. The first part, you said, can you repeat to me, please, one by one?
Okay. I don't know what is the better thing that is happening to me?
Wait. What is the best? The best thing?
Not the better thing.
Not the better, no. The best thing that has happened.
Bet that has
Happened to me.
happened.
Yes, that has happened to me. Continue, please. Continue.
Yes. Maybe the better,
The best
the best is almost to occur.
is about to happen.
Okay. Well, okay. About to happen. Okay.
Oh my goodness, elotes.
Yum, yum.
Next.
Okay. But studied political science.
But to have studied.
To have
To
studied.
have studied political science.
Like, mhm,
Yes.
mhm, was a really good experience
Yes.
because I knew what a responsible person can be.
I could become.
I could be,
I could become.
become. I could become, and discover that I can, I could, well, I can do a good job.
And that I could do. Yeah.
I could do.
But yeah, go ahead, continue.
If I had not took the risk,
If I had not taken.
not taken, yes.
Taken. If I had not taken.
Okay. Taken. Maybe I wouldn't knew
I
many
wouldn't
topics.
have known.
I
wouldn't have known.
Have known. Okay. And I wouldn't have discovered parts about myself.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
I came late because I am writing like this.
But it's a good story. Thank you, Xochitl.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Who's next? Nobody? Saulo?
Can you listen to me? I'm driving. I'm sorry.
Oh, in that case, wait. In that case, only wait. When you finish driving, then you can go ahead and work.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Mister. Who
No
else?
problem, no problem.
Laura, Alejandra? No?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, Laurita.
If I start in this course, is the best thing that has happened to me, because if I had reviewed all the material, I wouldn't have passed my exam. If I hadn't taken this course, I wouldn't have obtained the job that I wanted. So the thing that I enjoyed the most is learning.
Oh, it sounds good. You have a really good story. Let's fix a couple of things. Don't start with if, because you're starting the context with studying this course. What did you say? What is the first thing you say?
First, if I hadn't reviewed all the material,
No, before that.
if I start in the course, it's the best thing.
If I is not necessary, you can erase it.
Okay.
Scrap it. So only starting this course,
It's the
starting
best
is the best thing.
that has happened to me.
Very nice.
That has happened.
Yeah, continue.
Because if I had reviewed all the material,
If I had reviewed, so you didn't
Yes.
review it.
all the material, I wouldn't have passed my exam.
You mean if you hadn't,
Yeah, in negative.
if you hadn't reviewed the material, you wouldn't have passed
My exam.
your exam. Continue.
If I hadn't taken this course, I wouldn't have obtained the job that I wanted.
All right. Save it for next lesson because that's about the present.
Okay. And I think, and I need to speak about the past.
Yes, we need to speak about the past.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Laura. Thank you. All right. Hi, Elu. Alejandra,
Hi.
you're next, please.
Okay. So, taking my current job was, it's one of the, I'm sorry, I can't read my handwriting.
You're not a doctor by any chance, are you?
No, but I'm a daughter of one. I don't know if that counts.
You're a what? You're a what?
A daughter of one doctor, and his
A
handwriting
daughter of
is
one. So he might understand your handwriting.
maybe better than I can, for sure. So once I've done. Okay, taking my current job has been one of the best experiences. If I hadn't taken the chance, I wouldn't have had this wonderful experience.
Wouldn't have had, right?
Yes, wouldn't have had this wonderful
wonderful
experience.
experience. Thank you. Short but concise. Thank you. Thank you, Alejandra. Hi, Yutzil.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. You're next.
For real, I didn't do the
You didn't do it.
exercise.
It's okay.
No, I just did the what is in the page.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yes.
Me too.
All right. Don't worry. We're going to do it again in another lesson. Elu, do you have something?
No, you are talking about the last part of the
Yesterday's class. Yes.
yesterday class. No, I didn't. I forgot.
Don't worry about it. If you can do it in another time, we're going to use it for another lesson. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. For now, we're going to start with the next lesson. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
May I correct for another day?
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you.
Go ahead and do it. And we'll use it on another lesson later on.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Now we're going to start with highlights. Do you guys know what highlights are?
Yes.
What are they?
Very important events in your life.
Special
Very
moments.
important events. Yeah. Special moments. Okay. Very good. Highlights. What do you see in the pictures?
Graduation,
Baby,
getting married,
um,
born a kid.
A
graduation,
baby. Yes. What else?
maybe
A
business.
travel with
Trip, a championship.
a championship.
What are some typical highlights in people's lives?
Getting married, having kids, graduating,
Getting married,
getting a promotion.
A promotion.
Get a baby.
having a baby. Yes. Going on a trip.
Yes.
Yes.
Winning a contest.
Yes. Now, what are some of the highlights of your year so far, guys?
To be alive.
Yes. Yes, that is.
To be alive. That's good. That's always good. Anything else?
Getting the vaccine.
Yes, the
The
vaccine.
vaccine.
Yeah.
You waited long enough.
Okay. To be alive, to have a job also, to be healthy,
To be healthy.
That's a good one.
have a family.
Okay, yeah, having a family. We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life
Yes.
so far?
Uh-huh.
So we have different people. We have Ginny, 35. We have Marcos. We have a young couple, Jingwei and Sean. What do you imagine is Janie's or are Janie's highlights?
I think
Can-
that she's a teacher or something.
She's a teacher, yes, she's a high school teacher.
Mhm.
Can you imagine what highlights might she have?
Have a baby.
Become
A what?
an excellent
Get married.
Getting married, yeah, being an excellent teacher. What else?
Be the
To
teacher
have an
of the year.
interchange.
Good, excellent. What about Marcos? He's 25 years old and he's a college student.
Get graduate.
Graduation, okay.
That the
Be a professional football soccer player.
Awesome. A professional soccer player. Good. What else?
or maybe the kids won a championship.
Maybe the kids.
And
he
won a
was the
champion-
coach?
Yes,
The
maybe.
coach or something.
Maybe a good father.
Oh, maybe a father, maybe a baby. Yes. All right. What about
Those three.
what?
He's a little young to be the father of those three, right? 25?
It wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Mm-mm.
The bigger one is, could be
What
like
about-
10 or 12, so it's kind of
It can
strange.
be.
All right. What about the couple? They're from China, designer, and graduate student.
Their honeymoon?
Honeymoon, yeah.
How they are in a
Mm.
trip, that's what I think.
Okay, we're going to listen to the interviews. What special things has each person done? All right. When you hear something,
Okay.
you can write your answer on the chat. Okay.
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 We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months, but it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet, but that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
There. So let's see if you have some answers. What do you guys have?
Jenny usually travel, and she find very reward to traveling to Italy and Central America for a voluntary after the earthquake. I think so.
Okay.
And Marcos, he's a coach.
He started a band, but that don't function. But it was great to have a band.
Yes.
Very nice. Would you like to listen again?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. All right, listen again.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then, after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. But it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet. But that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
Awesome, guys. Do you hear a background noise from my side?
No.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So let's continue. So what has Jenny done? What are the highlights of Jenny?
Travel.
Travel
Lived in
and
Italy.
help people.
Rebuilding.
And volunteering.
We volunteer.
So travel. What else?
Rebuilding houses after earthquake.
Houses after earthquake. Oh my goodness. What else?
And she lived in Italy, I think.
Italy. Is that it?
Yes.
Yep.
What about
Marcos?
Marcos? Yes.
Started a band.
He was in a band, but
Started a band.
it's finished.
What else?
He was coaching a team.
Coaching soccer team.
Local team.
And he's waiting to graduate.
He don't know exactly what to do after the
Okay.
college finish.
Ah, is that it?
Yeah.
What about the young couple?
Working.
Working.
Working and working.
He's happy, but she is not.
An internship.
She got an internship.
He is studying to PhD. Wow.
A master.
No, the PhD.
Finished a master, right? No.
Yeah,
Finish a master.
she finished his master, but now he's
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna show you the stories. Listen and check.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then, after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. But it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet. But that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
Very nice. It finished. Now he's a coach. Okay, good. So what we have as the highlights. She says, I've traveled a lot. What else? Lived in Italy. Good. Went to Central America. Okay. Work with a team of volunteers. Very good. That's it. Now, rebuilding homes. Is that another highlight?
No,
Rebuilding home?
No.
it's further explanation of the last one, right?
Of this one, right? It's an explanation of the previous highlight. Very good. Next for Marcos.
I've done something.
Started a band. Broke up. Oh my goodness. So they ended.
I've been coaching.
Yeah, been coaching a local soccer team. What else?
We've won
That's
most
it.
our matches.
Won most matches. That's good. That's a highlight, right?
Yeah.
What about graduating?
I have
Haven't decided.
yes.
Not yet. So that's not a highlight. Or maybe? Maybe not.
No, I don't think
What
so.
about the couple?
The couple
Shane was
Work.
getting
was
his
getting
master.
masters. And
Getting
I was,
masters.
I was studying design.
Studying
Studying
design.
design.
Started
Started
PhD.
PhD.
We
Got an internship.
got
an
an
internship and-
internship.
But they
There.
don't sound happy.
No. Hi, Ari.
And the PhD.
Hi, teacher.
What is Carlita? Carla. Oh, Carlita exited. Okay. Let's go. Let's continue, guys. Discuss the questions about the people. Give your own opinions. Guys, give your own opinions. Who has the most initiative?
Jenny. Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Any.
Everybody agrees? Jenny?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Who works very hard?
Jenny and
Jenny and Marcos.
Way and Shane.
Okay, and Jean
Jin
Wei.
Wei and Sheng.
The couple.
The couple.
Yeah.
No, Jenny's a teacher. She works very hard.
Yes.
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 Teachers works very hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Next,
The
number
most
3.
Out of life.
Who makes the most out of life?
The first one.
What is this? Makes the most out.
Makes the most
Me.
out of life.
Ah,
Yeah, in my opinion, Jenny.
Janie.
maybe
okay.
Jenny.
Janie.
Yeah.
That's it. Who is doing something you'd like to do?
Jenny.
Jenny.
We are
What is that?
everybody's Jenny.
And what is that? Rebuilding homes?
A volunteer.
Volunteer?
Volunteer, traveling, living abroad.
Living abroad.
Travel a lot.
Yeah.
Helping
Who has the
people.
most exciting life?
Jenny.
Cenni. The couple too.
The couple too. All right, very good. The couple. Now talking about the past. Find the sentences below in the interviews. In these interviews, do they refer to a completed pastime or a pastime that continues up to now? So number one, after Italy, I went to Central America. Is that a completed pastime?
Yes. Not completed.
Yeah, so is C, completed. Next.
Like
Has definitely been
continues up to now.
interesting so
Is that a completed pastime?
No, pastime that
Number
continues up to
N.
now.
Yes, it's a pastime that continues. So that is N, continues. Okay, number three.
C.
I started a year before last.
Sí, that is a complete past.
Completed. What about number four?
That
Or
one
N.
is a pastime that continues
And
up to now. And
pastime that continues.
It continues up to now. What are we working with, guys?
the simple past.
Simple past, past continuous.
Present.
Past continuous and present perfect.
Present perfect, yes.
The past tense versus the present perfect. The past tense is for situations and events that are completed in the past. An example, I lived in Italy a few years ago. This means I'm not there now. So it's simple past. Or we also have the band didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. That means it's no longer together. It's complete in the past. Oh my goodness. But the present perfect is for situations that continue to today. For example, life has been interesting so far. Why is this in present perfect? Because when did life start?
Life in the past.
In the past.
And continues
In the
until
past.
now.
And life still is interesting, right? So it's present perfect. It's not simple past because this is still happening, right? Another example, Marcos hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. So what is the activity that is in the past?
Not deciding.
The not
Making a
deciding.
decision,
Not deciding. Why is this in the past and why is still in the now?
because he's still deciding.
Very good. In another sense, so let's call it like this. Remember how old is he?
25 years. 25.
5 years old. Yes. When did he start college? Around what age?
At age
18, 19.
Let's call it 18. So by what time is he supposed to graduate?
25.
Now. The 25.
So he needs to
22,
graduate
21,
yeah,
22.
from 21, 22, 23, or 24. He needs to start thinking. Yes? He needs to decide when is he going to graduate. But he says, no, I don't want to think about it. And then another year, no, I still don't think about it. And another year, and still no. And another year, and still no.
Continues with that.
And
Like a
continues
dinosaur.
to not decide, right?
Yes.
There you go. Oh my goodness, what did I do? All right, next, simple verbs, whether in the simple past or the present perfect, are for either complete or permanent situations. All right, when they are simple, they are either complete or they are permanent. When we use a continuous verb, that's different. Continuous verbs are for either background, ongoing, or temporary events. They are not for completed or permanent situations. So if I have here simple, I'm sorry, that's not simple past, that is past continuous. What is that? That's not a completed event. It's not a permanent situation. What is we were rebuilding homes? Is that an ongoing?
Yes, an ongoing situation in past.
Yeah, is that ongoing? An ongoing situation in the past. It's also a temporary situation in the past. And it's also background. But we're going to check that in a second.
Okay.
Okay, the other example is he's been coaching a soccer team. Okay, now we have the present perfect continuous. Yes? Is this a completed event?
No.
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 Is it a permanent situation?
No.
Then what is it?
Ongoing?
Background, ongoing, or temporary? It could be ongoing temporary, right? Okay, that's something like that. So we have the past, the now, and the future. Use the simple past for an action that happened in the past and is
Completed.
over
And is completed or
done,
permanent.
or permanent. Okay.
That happened in the past and is
Use the present perfect for an action that started in the past, but
it didn't finish.
Still in the present.
Still in the
it's
present.
still true. Yes, it's still true today. So let's take a look at some examples. One time event in the past is a simple past, but something that started in the past and is still true today is a present perfect. Simple past is a finished, completed event. Present perfect, not finished, ongoing event. What are other differences? The other difference is that the simple past has a specific time in the past, whereas the present perfect has an indefinite time in the past. Would you like to see some examples?
Yes.
Simple past. My son was sick. He's not sick anymore. He traveled. He's not traveling. He went to the cinema. He's not at the cinema anymore. Yeah? So what are the time expressions? The specific time expressions. On Monday. Not this one, no time expression.
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago and
Last week.
yesterday.
And last week.
Yeah, there you go. Present perfect. Indefinite time in the past. I have lived in Paris for 5 years. Indefinite. He has traveled by plane. It's a different thing. We can't reach Paul by phone. That's another in the no time expression. I have eaten lots of plums today. Why is today not indefinite? Why is today? Because today is not over yet. Okay, I'll show you some more examples. Simple past. What do you see this?
Slice vegetables
Slices. Yes.
in the morning.
Oh.
At night.
Yes. What is the sentence?
I cooked dinner last night.
I cooked dinner last night. Simple past. Simple past.
Past.
We have a specific time in the past. What about the same image with the present perfect sentence? Indefinite time in the past.
I have cooking.
I have
I have cooked.
I have cooked dinner
every night.
every night. Now, every night is an indefinite time in the past. Okay. Paula and James, A, B, or C, their homework yet? All right.
A.
Is there a specific time?
Haven't finished.
It's a specific time. Haven't finished.
Is it specific?
No.
No.
Finished.
Specific.
No, not it.
Not specific, so it's not finished. It's not specific, so it didn't finish.
Didn't finish.
So we have an
Yet.
indefinite
Yes.
time. So is haven't finished.
Yes.
Next, number 2. You and Sarah see the movie yesterday.
Did.
The answer is
Did.
did. Did you and Sarah see the movie yesterday? Good. Also check how we have the auxiliary did
Never.
and the verb is in simple form. Number 3. I have never
Ridden.
ridden. Yes. Why? Because we have.
Have.
Next, number 4. Have. Again, have.
Have they ever flown?
Never flown.
Flown. Perfect. Number 9. My family and I.
Because number 5
Weren't.
Last Saturday. So is
is completed.
now it's plural. My family and I is plural, so it's not wasn't. Number 10.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Diciéndole
No, I
que
haven't.
íbamos por un viaje como pesado y que llegábamos a las
Saulo?
8. Y son 8:15.
Number
Saulo?
C.
Saulo.
It's number C.
Sorry.
Letter.
Letter C. Well, we have seen,
Have-
so it's not simple
have-
past.
Is have you ever seen
Have you
a
ever?
No, didn't
ghost?
have
No,
it,
I
so it's-
haven't.
Because the verb is in participle.
That's right, mister. Number 11.
John.
Has
check.
John
Um,
checked? No.
Did
Did.
John check
Did.
because the
Did.
verb
Did
is in
Because the verb
present.
is in simple.
Present, yes.
John
Did John check his email?
check
Yes, he did.
in? Did.
And 12.
The children watching TV.
For
For an
an hour. For an hour.
All right. This is easy, right?
Yes.
Very easy.
I think so.
All right. Number 5.
Did you have a good time? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we
Number 6.
Did Maria
Maria.
visit London and Madrid last year?
Did Maria. Number 8.
Did and the letter A.
Did.
Number 7.
Yes.
Has the movie already?
Was the movie already picked
No.
out? No,
Letter
Letter
A.
B.
B.
no, it hasn't.
Tom.
Number 8.
Tom has lived in Montreal. Science last.
Since.
Have you ever visited Toronto? Yes.
Have
I-
you- yes,
Yes,
I have.
Yes, I have. Letter B.
Has Dr. Smith talked to you? Yes, she
Yes,
has.
Yes, she has.
Has.
A.
What did you done? What have you
What have
done?
you done?
This
Don't have.
What have
Done.
Cookies.
How many cookies?
did you eat?
Did you eat last night? Because it's last night.
Did you eat?
Did you eat?
night?
Number A.
Letter A.
Letter A. Very good, guys.
Number A.
All right. So we have expressions with the simple past and the present perfect. Okay. These are the expressions for the simple past. I worked on a farm yesterday, last week, in the fall, earlier this year, right after college, the year before last, a couple of years ago, at the end of July, when I was 20, among others. These are specific. Yes?
Specific.
And the present perfect. I've had a lot of problems lately, so far, to date, in my life, up to now, over the past few years, in the few days, since last year, and since we last spoke. So this is indefinite.
Indefinite.
Don't put a time expression between the verb and the object. All right, so we bought a new television last week. Or last week, we bought a new television. She got married right after college, or right after college, she got married. Yes?
It's at the beginning or at the end of the
Or at the end,
sentences?
yes, but not in the middle.
Okay.
So let's check out more examples. Simple past, specific time in the past, finished, completed event. Present perfect, indefinite time in the past, not finished, ongoing event. Simple past. We went to the movies yesterday. Or we went to the movies last week. Another example. I found the job in the fall. Or earlier this year. Another. I graduated the year before last, or a couple of years ago. Another one. I bought my car
When I was
20, or right after college. These are all simple past. Present perfect. We have watched 3 movies lately. So far,
up until now.
to date, up until now. That's right. You want me to go back? No? Okay, good. Next. I have been working here
Over the past few years.
over the past few years.
Last year.
Last year.
Since we last spoke.
Till now.
Up until now. I have had this car
Since last year.
good. I haven't been driving it
I haven't been driving it lately.
lately. Yes, very good. You can use some expressions with both the simple past and the present perfect. Today, this week, this month, this year, for quite a while, or for a long time, or recently. But let's check some examples. We had some bad luck this year. So this is, we had, simple past. That means the speaker is referring to a point in the past, completed event. Yes? The next one. We've had some bad luck this year. Now, we've had is not finished event. So this year is a period of time up to now. So it means either the bad luck is still happening or the year is not over. Yes? So I'm gonna write that down. Potluck is still happening. And the year is not over. Right? Okay, next. We've been busy recently. All right, the speaker may not be busy now, but considers this relevant now. Or we have been busy recently. Now, still or the moment is not over. Yes? Let's check some more examples. Other examples. Oh my goodness, food. I want food now. What time is it, guys? We have time. We have time. I ate 3 times today. Now look, I have an expression today, but it's in simple past. What does that mean? What is this? What does this sentence mean?
That she eat already.
Yeah, but it's in the past. But what does that mean?
That the action finished.
The day is finished.
The day is finished.
She's not going to eat anymore.
No, the day is over.
Yes. What about this one? If the day is not finished, use the present tense.
I have eaten 3 times today.
There. Oh my goodness. Am I too slow, Laura? You want to go faster? All right.
No.
Laura wants to go faster. Let's go.
No.
What does this sentence say, guys? I read or I read?
Read.
I read.
Read. Simple past. This week, this month, this year, for quite a while, for some time, or recently. That means it's finished, right?
With the book. I finished.
Yes. So this week, it means the week is finished. This month, the month is finished. This year, the year is finished. Okay?
Yes.
I'm finished reading. But what about I have read 3
That I
books?
continue reading.
This week, I have read 3 books. This month, I have read 3 books. This year, that means I might read more.
Yes. That you still continue.
I can read more books.
Yes, within the period of time. If I say this week, I have read 3 books, that means that this week I can read another book. Maybe. It's not mandatory, okay? We also have expressions. Some expressions yesterday or at the end yesterday. And we also have for and since. I have been living in Spain since 2012. Continues to now. For now, have you guys read anything lately?
Yes.
How many books did you read? How many books did you read in September?
Just one.
Just one? How many books have you read in October?
21.
One so far.
One so far.
Yes.
No one.
What have you read?
Oh,
Okay. Exercise. Did you exercise a lot in September?
Yes.
Yes.
Not really.
No, not that
Have-
much as I wanted, but yes.
All right, good. Have you been exercising this month?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
A little.
Not enough.
Have you done all your English homework?
No, no,
Most of it.
No.
no,
Almost.
no, no, no.
I am
Almost.
almost finished
All right.
all
Not
my
all.
work.
Let's go in teams and
Uh-huh.
let's work on this one. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you in a second, but for now, let's create the rooms.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys, let's go. I'll send you the slide in a second, okay?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Ale. Or help me. You say him. What
right.
could be the answer for the B and the 2-1?
All right,
Okay.
so
Have
let's
you
see.
traveled?
Number one.
All right.
Number one. Have you had any interesting opportunities in the last couple of years? Last year, I
Joined.
And join.
I joined
joined
a gymnastic team.
Then we
since then we
Have
have
competed.
Competed
completed
We have
several events.
at several
So
events.
far, we haven't won.
But so far, yes,
Haven't
so
won.
far we haven't won.
We haven't won anything.
Haven't won anything.
Okay.
Have
The
you
second?
much
Yeah, the second one.
traveled much over the last few years? And
Over the last few years.
didn't go. I didn't go.
I haven't
No,
go.
I didn't go.
didn't go.
Because it's something that passed
It's done.
last year. It's
For the year before,
I haven't go. What is the answer, teacher?
It's on the screen, Mister. Are you not looking at the screen?
didn't go.
No, I have not a screen in another screen. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry.
you need to
sorry.
return.
Ah, okay. I see it. Ah, okay. So is didn't go?
Yes, because of the
Yes.
time expression.
Okay.
Last year.
Last
Is
year.
that specific or indefinite?
Specific.
Specific. Simple
Teacher
past,
and
yes.
teacher and classmates of mine. This is one of my very important questions that I already understood. Thanks to you, because I connect the question from the verb have. I thought that I have to use have in an answer. If you use have, you have to answer with have. That's why I wrong. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
this
this
is my
one.
yeah.
Right.
That's
No.
why I
No,
thought I
that is not an obligatory present perfect answer.
It's not a
But
rule.
because it's not a rule. This is have because over the
Okay.
last few years is indefinite.
okay.
So with this expression over the last few years, you cannot use did.
Over the last 2 years.
That would be incorrect.
How much traveled much over?
Because he's answered for a period of time.
But he's answering for last year.
A specific
Okay.
point in the time.
But why?
I didn't go.
Because he has more to say, but
The year before,
the year before,
when I studied,
when
I studied
nope,
no?
geography,
nope.
When
I
I
have
was,
studied.
when I was studying,
But
I
then after it
was.
says in college,
when I was
is that indefinite
studying,
I
or
was
definite?
studying.
when I was
Okay.
studying,
Geography in college.
We took.
a
We
trip
took-
to Alaska. That was fun. That was.
I'm sorry, Alejandra, can you repeat your question, please?
I was asking if in college can be definite.
The definite is this, the year before. That
When you
is
say- when
definite.
can it be when I studied geography in college? So college is done.
When
It's just simple past.
Actually, it's not a completed event, it's background. Background for this sentence.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
It's background. Is that correct? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down. Background. Okay, next. That
was.
That was fun. I
Since then,
Haven't.
haven't traveled.
Haven't.
Traveled.
Since then.
Oh my gosh. There. Next, number 3.
Actually, up to now, I have not done, or I haven't done.
I haven't done.
I haven't done anything special
Perdón.
because,
No, no se preocupe, yo estoy aquí. Tranquilo.
because
I
was so busy with the school.
Ah, interesting.
Until now.
Up until now.
Up to now, but
Was?
I was busy.
I was busy.
oh, I have been.
Oh, I have been busy.
I have been.
What do you think? Have,
I have
was, or have
been.
been?
Have been.
I have been because continue until now.
Because it's the same sentence.
It can be either one.
I think because in one finish. No, it
Either
was
or.
past,
Be.
and with have, we are continuing with that.
Yes.
situation.
Next.
So busy.
I
with-
have work on my thesis
I
here.
have worked on my thesis.
I have been working.
So I have.
So I haven't have.
So I have
Have
been
here.
working.
I have
I worked or have worked or
I was working, no?
Working, have been working.
working.
I have been working, yes.
It's okay. So I
Haven't had.
And,
Haven't had.
I didn't have.
or
I haven't had.
and next
I
Took
I took
a short break last week.
last weekend. So is
Went hiking.
Took.
And went hiking.
I went hiking.
we're hiking. There you go, guys. All right, any questions? A lot of
Yeah.
questions? Go ahead, ask.
No, just one. In the third one, at the B row,
No.
at the end. I was or I have been. Why I was or why and have. It is my question. I cannot figure out why.
Why?
I
Well, this one
was.
is when it's you're finished, and this if you're still are busy.
Okay.
This one finished. This one you still are, and this one is background.
Yes.
This is finished. This is still happening. So it depends on what you want to say, what your message is.
Or the context, the real context.
Yeah, your context. Yes.
Didn't have. It was. Okay. Right.
All right. Can I?
Understood.
Yes.
Yes,
Can I?
different.
In the number two,
One more question.
in the number two, why you use was studying?
Yeah, I'm still confused about that.
The pen of the
Background?
action is done or
But
not.
it's background for the year before, and the year before it should be done because last year is done,
When
right?
the year before, when I was studying,
Yes, another
Took-
activity interrupt the other.
something like that.
I have another question. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
mister.
Why is background? What does background mean in this case, for example?
Back in this case is
When
what was happening.
when
Context.
background.
Context.
Okay.
What's happening around you and the main event.
Background.
For
Okay.
example, you were taking this course, you were checking the class when a person talked to you.
A person what?
Spoke to you.
Yeah, talk to me.
Yes. So
Okay.
what's happening on a
In the
general
context.
scale, the context, yes, we call it background. So when you describe an event, one event,
okay,
the main event per se, and you want to describe the context around,
this is
then
what
you use
background.
a continuous verb.
Okay.
So when would be continuous, definite, indefinite, or both?
It can be either or, but when you can use first the continuous or first the simple.
Okay.
There is usually one or the other. For example, has this happened to you?
Last night when the power went out, I was watching TV. Yes.
Yeah. Very annoying.
I know.
Oh.
What is the context?
That,
What is the background?
You was watching TV.
You
were watching TV.
While you were
And
doing
when the
something else.
power went out,
And you can change this.
I was watching
These
TV when the
clauses.
power went out. Last night.
I was watching TV.
You can change the order.
When I was watching TV,
When the power went out, it's missing something in between TV and there, no? I was watching
sorry.
TV
Yeah.
when the power went out.
when I was watching TV before.
You can put the word when between TV and the power.
Yes, you can.
I
But you're
was
missing
watching TV when the
background,
power
mister.
went out.
What's background? Background is what is next to when. Watching TV is the background and the event is the power went out. But if you change it, then the power went out is the background and your event is watching TV. So background is next to when. It depends what you want to emphasize. What is the most important event for you? Would you
The
like
most
another
important
example?
is when I was watching TV
Whatever is important to you.
or the
Because
power went out.
maybe for
Yeah,
another
understood.
person, the important event is something else.
Yeah, okay.
The difference is the comma.
The
Is that-
position of the classes next to the when.
Yeah.
In
When I
that
was
part,
watching
what
TV.
is not possible use past perfect when I have studied geography in college.
The first reason why is because we have the year before. This is a specific moment. When you have a specific, then you don't use present perfect in any form. Simple or continuous. When you have a specific moment,
Teacher.
You don't use present perfect. Yes, mister.
How do you know so much?
I only know what I have studied.
I love your knowledge, teacher. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for all your help.
Thank you, mister. But I still want to work with Laura. Laura, what do you think about it?
Sorry.
That's okay, mister.
The year before is an expression that we use
A specific time.
on a specific time. We
Yes.
can use simple past.
Yes, we can. But if you use simple past here, for example, I'm gonna write it.
It's something
with an
that
arrow.
is happening. So in
Wait,
a period
wait,
of
wait.
time,
Simple past is not happening. Simple past
it's
happened.
happened.
Has happened. Let's say studied. I studied. So when I studied, so the year before, when I studied geography, we took a trip. So that happened simultaneously. You studied and took a trip?
No.
No.
Yes. No.
Of course not.
No.
Because they don't let, it's something that happened while something else was happening.
Yes.
So one activity is longer than the other.
Yes. The longer activity usually is the background.
Because in college you are for many years and the trip was probably just 2 or 3 weeks or a few days.
Yes. So does that make sense? Why not simple past?
Yeah.
Yes. And now it makes sense why not present perfect?
Yes.
Is that better, guys? Any other
Yeah.
question? Any other question? No?
No.
We have one more, but we have no more time. All right, I'm gonna erase everything, okay?
Where we can practice and learn this?
In your
Platform.
book.
In the platform, you have a big
in
platform.
the
You have a lot of exercises there.
Yes, you do.
Many exercises.
Quizzes, games, exercise.
Videos.
Videos, yeah.
As many as you
the
can
platform, no?
imagine.
Or
Yes, in the
rewatch
platform.
the classes as well.
In the platform, yeah.
You can also watch the classes. And the best thing you can do that you haven't done, the best thing you can do is set up a date with each other. I cannot be in it, not because I'm prohibited, but because I'm busy. But you guys can arrange a date with yourselves. Say, guys, who wants to practice 10 minutes tomorrow at noon? and practice this activity. For example, can I erase everything?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We have one more that we don't have time for. And the main activity, to me, the most important event is this. You have to ask and answer these questions and give your own responses, your personal information. Would you like to do that now for 3 minutes?
Yes.
Mister?
Yes.
Yutzil, Saulo, Carla, David, Vero, Ari, Rocío, Alejandra,
Yes.
Xochitl,
Yes.
Yeah.
Laura,
Sure.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Let's go
teacher.
ahead.
All right, let's go for only 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make the groups. No, one more time. Perfect. Let's go, guys. I'll send you the slide in just a second, okay? Yeah, I saw you. You were on it, asking the questions and everything. But why are you back?
Because it say that it is finished and no one has talking. So I say goodbye to the others.
You didn't wait for them. Oh my
No,
goodness.
I know
Hi,
it's
Laura.
for-
Hi, Laura.
Sorry,
All right.
but all of them are here now.
Everybody's back. How was the activity, guys? Interesting? Boring?
Interesting.
It
Short.
was interesting, but
It was tough.
I think
tough.
that our goals are not good definite.
Your goals?
We need to define our goals better.
Perfect. So do that. Yes. Make your goals more precise and you can arrange a meeting. You guys can get together. Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever you want, and practice. All right.
Yes.
Because I think one aspect of this class is that probably many of us know a lot of theory, but talking is different. Your brain work different because all the grammar that you have, but you can express it.
I know.
You need to pull all together.
Yes. So your brain knows the grammar, but your tongue doesn't want to obey, right?
Yeah, the expression pass here, but you can speak as faster as you can. Or
Well,
you speak
that's
incorrectly, but you don't know, but you know that is incorrectly, but you don't your pronunciation and your extractor is incorrect. And you know it.
that's the reason why it's so important to practice. That is the only reason why it's so extremely important to practice.
So we should have an online party.
You should.
Yes.
Send me an
Online
invitation, okay? If I have time, I'll be there.
I'll bring coffee.
Me too. Send me an invitation too.
All right, guys. Perfect. Thank you very much. How was the class?
Good.
Good.
Did you learn? Did you learn anything new today?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So the homework is in the platform, in the viewpoint 1. Oh my goodness. Unit 3, lesson A. Is in the,
How does it call?
what?
How does it call the lesson 8? No.
How did you feel?
The name, the title of the lesson.
The title of the name.
Highlights.
Highlights? Okay.
Unit 3, listen.
Unit 3, lesson A.
Lesson
Highlights.
Highlights.
Teacher,
Yes.
if you have time tomorrow, could you check my platform because I don't have all books
Yes.
there.
If you send me a message tonight at 9:45 or a little before 10, I will do it tonight, Ari.
Okay.
Okay, but send me a message before 10 p.m. please, if you can.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank
teacher,
you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
See you.
Bye, guys. I gotta go.
Bye.